Gas prices are creeping up and Americans are feeling the pinch in their wallets. We came down here to the New York Mercantile Exchange and spoke to traders about where they think the market is headed and how that will affect you. What is driving this rally, supply or fear?
Abnormal optimism, I personally think myself. We're looking at a market that seems to shrug off any bad news and just comes back.
I think you're seeing a couple of different factors converging. First of all, the economy seems to be getting better, and that's positive. And you also see things in Europe calming down a little bit. People are getting more optimistic about that. And I think a big factor is, of course, you have this Iran situation hanging over the market.
It's a very volatile situation over there. I mean, you can talk about, supply and demand and all that, but you can throw it out the window. As soon as those guys start talking about, we're going to have a strike, that's why we're up like this. If you notice, each correction, we're getting a higher low on each pullback. If you're short this market, you got to be very, very nervous. I mean, first, shot over there, you're going to see this thing go screaming up.
There is a point that this rally with oil and gasoline is going to hurt the economy. It's very fragile. It's like a tightrope, How much oil they're going to put onto the market and how much is going to be used.
How much higher do you see it going?
I don't see it going much higher myself. In fact, if we go a little higher, you're probably going to see a real change in driving habits.
What happens usually is we rally up going into the season, and as the season progresses, usually gasoline prices come off.
When you finally get to the Memorial Day, we usually sell off as a rule from there because the expectations are always greater than what the reality is.
I don't think that we're going to see gas prices go up that much more. I think we're seeing sort of the peak of it.
I think that $4 number is already getting people a little crazy.
If the situation in Iran escalates, what do we see then?
We see a huge jump in crude prices, maybe $150, $200. I don't think it'll stay there, but you're going to see a reaction from the market.
We could see $5 gasoline, no problem. There's no question about that.
They're really going to push this on the campaign. When the president came into office, it was trading, $1.75 was the price of gas, and now you're at $3.50. It's going to really come into play as a campaign tool, probably maybe against the president.